How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of north of the border, new beer time. Beer I've never heard of before, brewery I've never heard of before time. In the form of Tooth and Nail Brewing. It's their Fortissimo. Am I butchering that? I have no idea, but it's an Imperial oatmeal stout aged in bourbon in Madeira wine barrels. So, fuck yeah, motherfucker. Talking about some bourbon, talking about some barrel aging, talking about some Imperial stout. Kind of all about it. Plus, I love the label. We'll get all that stuff said and things and whatevers. First things first, thank you very much, Jacob. He sent me quite a few beers over the years, and we ended up meeting up in person for the first time when I was up in my travels up north in Vermont. We shared a couple beers, and he brought me some beer back, or down, I guess you would say. And then I gave him some beer. He brought those back, but he brought some beer down, so thank you very much, brother. Excited to give this one a whirl. What it says on here, Tooth and Nail, Fortissimo Imperial Oatmeal Stout aged in bourbon Madeira barrels. It's 10% alcohol by volume, Ottawa brewed. And that'd be that. Label-wise, it's wine all the way. I mean, the way the label is presented, it's got that nice little tag on top, everything about it, I really fucking dig it. So, yeah, kind of excited to give this a whirl. This is my first review back in the room. I did a couple outdoor reviews when I first came back, but shit has been quite hectic in a beautiful way from my little journey up north / honeymoon, I guess you'd say. Went up to Vermont and hung out with the new missus, and drank some beers and toured a bunch of sheep stuff and wool stuff and fiber stuff, and had a really good time, actually. So, what do we have here? Not much of a head whatsoever. I mean, quarter pinky finger, if that. Malted malt ball colored head, and she's dark. She's, stout-like. Maybe more like Belgian. I'm getting like Belgian dark vibes off of it. But yeah, sure. You want to talk about an Imperial oatmeal stout? Sure, I'll give it to you. See if we got a nose on her. Definitely getting the wine portion of the show. Let's put it that way. The Madeira barrel is coming through without a doubt. You're getting that rich, dark, vinous grapiness. There's a soft chocolate cherry vibe going in there. So I think I'm getting that little cherry cordial bourbon thing going on with that vinous grapiness. And a little bit of soft roasted malts. That's the thing I was digging for in there. Not that it was too far away in the beer itself, but I get a bit of the snifflies going on. It's more allergies than anything else, but digging in there, I actually do get the beer, which is nice. A double barrel, a big, huge, double-digit ABV beer. It's nice to kind of get the actual beer in there as opposed to just barrel on barrel on barrel. But yes, that Madeira barrel is leading the way, combined with a nice kind of soft cherry cordial thing going on from the bourbon side of things. But then you're getting that soft roasted malts, a little bit of kind of bittering even on that to give you a little bit of balance going on. It smells nice. It smells drinkable. It smells a little bit savory, a little umami to me, which is a good thing. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's really dangerous. Really dangerous. And kind of a little bit cold. I have a beer fridge. I keep it at 48 degrees. This thing is screaming to be in the mid to high 50s, if not low 60s. I feel like it's going to grow. I feel like it's going to expand over time. I'm not going to do that, but I get those vibes in there. Really nice mouthfeel. Really nice creaminess to it. And pretty much that Madeira leading the way is still there, but that bourbon in the beer itself is catching up to it. I'm getting a nice, rich, deep, vinous kind of red grapiness. Deep, it's just richness is the word I'm trying to reach for there. I'm trying to kind of peg on. It's not coming off super tart or super acidic though. It's coming off more musty than anything else, so maybe I'll go that way instead of actually being a wine barrel. It's more of a must vibe, a little bit more jam jelly thing going on with a subtle little bit of tartness going on. The bourbon is nice. I'm not getting much heat off it. I'm getting a big spiciness there. So, I mean, we talk about a bourbon barrel. For me, it comes off a little bit more kind of spicy rye barrel-like, but that could be a couple other things in a beer. Could be a rye malt for all I know. And again, that nice kind of cherry cordial thing going on with a bit of spiciness, a little bit of smoky charriness. That could be that too. And the nice stout portion of the show is delicious. I mean, you're getting that rich oatmeal stout inside of both of those barrels. It's actually a fantastic beer. And like I said, it's one of those times where I really wish I did one of those reviews I wish I could do, which would be drink the beer, step away, come back to it, an hour later. I'm just never going to do that. It doesn't fit my time format or what I want to do, but this is one of the ones I really want to do that and kind of drink with it, let it open up and let it turn into something else. Yeah, that's really tasty. That's really tasty. Almost reminds me of like an oatmeal Russian Imperial Stout, if that makes any sense. You're getting a sweetness and tartness from that Madeira barrel. You're getting a sweetness and cherry vibe from that bourbon barrel. A little bit of smokiness from bourbon barrel too. A little bit of charriness. You're getting bittering and sweetness from that oatmeal stout, and you're getting that nice creaminess from it. All around, it's probably one of the better barrel-aged stouts that I've had as of late, and that's without me letting it warm up, which is kind of a testament to it. Yeah, this is more of a, how do I put it? There's a lot of big barrel-aged beers, a lot of big double barrel-aged beers that will do you proper and be absolutely fantastic. And much like the way the hops are done nowadays in a lot of beers, you'll get that 2x4 to the face of just an amazing amount of crazy hops and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of where this one lands. You're getting that, or I should say the opposite of that. Brain for it. You're not getting that 2x4 to the face. What you're getting is a bit more deftness, a bit more subtleness, the way the barrels and the way the beer comes off. In the same way some of these really nice, beautiful hop-forward beers that really don't hit you in the face come off. So it's one of those beers where it's a bit more, it's not as showy, but it's got a little bit more kind of delicate deftness to it, to where it's more layered, it's more nuanced, it's not as in your face. So that in of itself just makes you love it even more. A little bit of subtlety, a little bit of refinement, if you will. That's a great beer. That's what that is. Yeah, I think that's it. Beautiful mouthfeel, great representation of both barrels. Beer comes through, everything else. Everything, including all that, is top notch from beginning to end. The only thing not top notch is temperature. I would love this. I know it's going to be even better, a couple degrees warmer. So I'm in for a treat. Let's talk about it. Is it one of the better barrel-aged stouts that I've had as of late? Yes. Not just worthy of being on a conversation, but definitely up there. Value availability. No idea. Maybe Jake can chime in or somebody up there in Ottawa way and leave you with, if you like what way you like this beer, if you like wine barrel aged stouts, if you like bourbon barrel aged stouts, if you like stouts in general, and you like a menage of all of them together, because what you're doing is you're getting a great representation of it, all those bits and pieces in a really well made beer. So what you're doing is getting balance in how all those are showing and well madness. Which is kind of just, it's what you want. Well-madness and balance, baby. That does not suck. So there you go. Another review in the books. Down there, if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers, if you want to check me out doing the whole social media thing, Beer Massive, if you want to check me out doing the whole beer podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you enjoyed a nice little double barrel little oatmeal stout right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.